start with Federica, that you could already hear answering some of the questions. So we have another summer student, so many here today that started at a very early time on their career, if we can call it career at that time, which says a lot about you, because being selected as a summer student is already is a very high target, because there are many applicants. So congratulations. So after that, she worked in LHCb and had a PhD in physics at the University of Zurich. After leaving academia, after the PhD, she worked as a senior consultant in data analytics for PricewaterhouseCoopers in Zurich. And today she's working as a data scientist at Swiss International Airlines, another very interesting field and profile. And on top of that, in addition to her main occupation, she's a board member and founder of SwissPy, a Swiss association that offers training and mentoring on data analytics with Python, an external lecturer at the University of Zurich. Wow, how many hours have your day, Federica? This is amazing. So looking forward to hear about your experience.
Yeah, that's a challenge. Thanks a lot, Maite, for the very nice introduction. And I'm really super happy to be back at CERN for this event. So in the next few slides, I tried to summarize what has been my journey from academia to industry. And if you allow me the wordplay, how I went from the Large Hadron Collider to the Lufthansa Group. Now, if you've never heard about the Lufthansa Group, this is a holding company that owns and operates several airlines in Europe, including Swiss International Airlines. It is where I'm currently working. But as Maite already said, I want to start where the journey started a few years ago. So as a CERN summer student, this was already more than 10 years ago when I was a master's student in physics. I was studying at the University of Pisa in Italy, and I got the opportunity to join the program together with the NA62 collaboration. And you see here, you may recognize building 2 in front of R1. That is where the NA62 team had their office at that time. And I know also there are many other summer students in the panel today. For me personally, and I think it's the same for everyone, this was really a great experience. It was the first time for me personally that I was in such an international environment where I could see students and researchers from many different countries working together. And what really opened my mind was to see so many different people with different cultures, different languages, all brought together by the same common passion for physics or computer science or engineering. So really great experience. And I think that convinced me to continue to come back to CERN again and again in the following years. So I came back later as a CERN technical student, this time with LHCb. As a CERN guide, this was also a great experience to talk to the high school students, to their teachers, and to try to explain what we were doing at CERN. And then I came back as a PhD again with LHCb at the University of Zurich. And in total, this was 5 years that I spent with LHCb. I was working mostly on data analysis for the rare decays in the BA sector, but also on the upgrade of the tracking system of the LHCb detector. And then what happened after that? So when I finished my PhD, or I would say toward the last year of my PhD, I started to feel that maybe I was getting too focused on a very specific topic. And I had this growing curiosity to see what other people were doing outside CERN, outside physics, and also in industries that were completely different. So I thought a bit about it. I joined some events at the time, like hackathons or meetups, to understand what companies were doing and what could be a good fit. And then I decided to join consulting, PwC in Zurich, where I was part of a data analytics team. So it was a very technical team that I was part of. Everyone had a very scientific or quantitative background. So the technical work I was doing was very similar to what I was doing also in research. But in addition to that, I had to learn many other topics, in particular regarding the soft skills. So communication, presentation, how to talk to the clients, emotional intelligence, and many other things that I think were really useful for what came next. And then in 2020, yeah, I joined Swiss, where I now work as a data scientist. I'm not working on the field, as you see in the picture. I work in front of my computer. And so just to give some perspective looking, if I think why I moved to the aviation industry, I can see three main reasons behind my decision. First, I think it's an industry that really offers an extreme variety of topics. You can really work on many different things. And this might sound surprising to some, because you might think, okay, an airline has only to bring passengers from A to B, so what's all this about, right? But if you think better about it, you see that in order to achieve this very simple task, an airline must also be considering many other factors.
1 minute.
Yeah, thanks. And just to make an example, if you have passengers that have a connection in an airport, you must be able to estimate whether they will make the connection or not. And if not, what is the right time to offload their luggage from the aircraft? So there are really many considerations that you need to be aware of. Second topic is there's really a lot of data. I listed some on the right-hand side, but I'm sure there's much more than this. And last but not least, I also have a personal interest in the industry, so that's always good. And here, so I'm bringing some examples from what I work at Swiss, because I remember when I was searching for a job outside research, I found it very hard to understand what it means. So what do you do during the day? What do you work with? This was really not clear to me. And here, I'm showing my personal experience again. So at Swiss, I work in three main areas. First is a data-driven optimization of the airline operations in the cloud. This is the result of a collaboration between the Lufthansa Group and Google, where we work on a big optimization problem. And to solve this problem, we need to build several machine learning models covering all the phases. Second topic is research. There are collaborations with external companies to create minimum viable products. And third topic is data strategy. So how we work with data in the company, how we increase the data literacy, how we collaborate between different business units. And to conclude, I think this is personally the top learning I had from working in research. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Federica. Knowing the answers will help you in school. Knowing how to question will help you in life. And I will add a little bit, knowing yourself what you want, because I liked when you mentioned that at some point you noticed that you were very focused in a very specific topic, and you wanted to widen up a little bit, and that's why you made the step to go for it. So I think knowing a little bit what you want, where you want to work, helps a lot to prepare. Thank you very much.